The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now Wilson on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. The Eagles have got it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
first and 10. It's Hurts. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Dillon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Come on now. Jason Myers.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Hurts is going to try and run. A beautiful fake. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Eagles 7.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Again, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Gary Slay with a pick. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. We've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch,
see some open field and decide you're going for it and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10 now from the 27. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score is Seahawks 20, Eagles 7. Michael Dixon the kick.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Take that! Let's make a meal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9 brings
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. know. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and it's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And this one's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he is going to get in, but there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
taken at about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Too long.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Eagles 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a carry for Dillon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 brings up 3rd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 43 yards. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your body. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, Eagles 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Let's go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
On third down, here's Dillon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind. The line.
49, Eagles 14.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. That's out to the left and complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this time he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Then a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On first down, it's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Here's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Oh, some strong running. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork and bacon. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And they will take a knee here.
Pull together. 52. 2. Oh, you got deep?
And they take a knee.
Oh my God, I can't believe what I watched. What are you doing? No way.
Come on, guys.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they close out this first half.